how do we evolve being a man without feeling like we're giving up our masculinity? And it kind of speaks to what you were just talking about, Sandy.
Yeah, I just, I always sort of think back on the chivalry days, because we always think about being a man, that chivalry, knights and whatever. And I bring us to our friend Constance. This is a person that all the knights actually self-reflect. There is a vigil for knights. They actually did this. And they have to reflect on their experience, their connection with their deity. And ultimately, what are they going to be? They're going to be knights. But at the same, they're not sacrificing their masculinity, but what they're reflecting on are all those values that they're expected to be as a knight. Integrity, honesty, forthright, fortitude, all of these things are part of what gain your masculinity. You're not trading anything, you're gaining. You're gaining stuff.
Well, and I guess I don't even see it as a conflict because, I mean, we are working men in one way, shape, or form. And my grandfather owned a gas station and we worked on cars and we used, we did all this kind of activity. And I can, when I go to lodge, it's still the same thing. I mean, there's still jobs to do. There's still work to perform. Yeah. It's not about being a man or not. It's just about being who you are and being the best that you can do.
Right.
Be.
And the values that we share. You mentioned a number of them: honesty, integrity, equality, freedom, brotherly love, learning, service to mankind. Those things give us a platform to be able to stand on that says, regardless of what I might choose to do in a moment, that's who I am unapologetically. Then from there, it's how do we work together? How do we figure out a common solution? And by the way, can we celebrate when we're successful?
There you go.
It's all of those things are very key. Right. And then also within the quiet of the lodge, when we shut out the world, we actually can be what we're called speculative.
Right.
We can speculate, we can think, we can actually contemplate. And oh, by the way, that's how we grow wisdom. And those are the things that, again, you acquire over time, but it's purposeful how you do that. And that helps us grow and develop. And when you have that inner strength, trust me, folks know that you're not the one. You know what I mean?
And then you go out at the end for refreshment.
Oh, absolutely.
After the meeting is over or after the reunion is finished up, and you celebrate a bit and you let your hair down, if you will, and that's the time, a lot of times, when you really hear about the issues and the things that are going on in people's lives, and you talk about what's happening with the kids, and you talk about what's going on with the wife, or if you've got a sick parent, or if something's not going well at work, and so that the lessons we've learned and the thoughtfulness and the mindfulness that we put into it in the lodge room then washes over into our daily lives.
Absolutely.
So getting back to the question, what was his name?
Oh, I'm sorry, that was Dan.
Dan, I don't think there's any trading. I don't think there's somehow we have to lose some masculinity. We're starting and building it. We're making it stronger and better than you might have expected it could be. So I don't think there's any I don't see, like I said, I don't see any conflict here. It's just, you just get better.
Right.
And also, regardless of what your style is, whether you're someone that's more outgoing or someone more reserved, it doesn't matter, because your conviction speaks beyond your personality or style. And that is what makes you a man. And clearly, that's a foundation of being an upright man and Mason.
I like that.
That's exactly.